Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Vanzant, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon, and you're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all.
What's going on, y'all? We up in here.
Good morning.
Yes. It is morning. A little later than we've been starting.
Know where you at.
It is morning, y'all. And it's the Man Cave Morning Show.
It's the official
Yes.
Man Cave Morning Show. Salute, peace, and blessings to everybody on the check-in, man. I'm always excited to be here.
For sure.
And talk to you beautiful people. It's going to be an interesting show today. Very interesting show today. But first and foremost, to my right, the man. Together we always had the plan, and together we understand. We call him what? DJ Smooth
Peas in the building, y'all. And my brother from another mother to my left, who's always been the best. Yeah, that's him. Norm.
There you go. You're going to get it right one day.
Norm, the general.
Salute, peace, and blessings to everybody.
It's all true.
Appreciate you, my good brother. I appreciate you. Listen. First and foremost, shout out to everybody watching us live right now on YouTube. Shout out to everyone watching us live right now on Twitter and Periscope. Shout out to everyone watching us live on the mother site, WBKS1.com. Peace and blessings to everybody watching us live. Watching us live on Facebook, man. You know we love you. Salute, peace, and blessings to y'all. And shout out to everyone listening to us live on what?
That TuneIn app.
The TuneIn app. If you don't have it by now, what?
Go and get it. Go download it, man. It's free.
Download it. It's free. And we like free stuff, people. Listen. iPhones, Androids, tablets, whatever you got, download it. It's free. You can listen to all your favorite radio stations around the world. And guess who's on there? BKS1 Radio, the Man Cave Morning Show.
We on there.
Yes, we are on there.
And all our shows.
Yes, it's popping, man. It's popping. So shout out to everybody that already got the TuneIn app. But first, now, let me just give some shout outs, man, for people trickling in. Shout out, good morning, Tammy Walker. Shout out to Demetria on the check-in. Hey, Demetria. Neil on the check-in. Phyllis Woodbury. Andrea Staten on the check-in. What's up, sis? I'm so proud of you. Shout out to Ingrid Judge on the check-in. Shout out to Patricia Shell Gibbons. Peace and blessings, no doubt. Shout out to Douglas E. James on the check-in. Ingrid Judge on the check-in. Shout out to Bobby Norfleet. Legend. History making on the check-in. As the father of Tia Norfleet. First African-American woman with the NASCAR license and everything. Let's clap that up. History, people. Black History, man. Shout out to Denise Sparrow on the check-in. Shout out to B on the check-in. Shout out to Tyrone Harmon on the check-in. What's up, bro? Shout out to Arlene on the check-in. Tracy Napoleon. Laverne Long on the check-in. Sandy B. Toya Snow. What's up, Toya? Shout out to John Booth Sr. What's up, Cuzzo? Shout out to Mimi on the check-in. Charles Rain. Ben Walker. Terrence Williams. The list goes on. And peace and blessings to you all. Let's clap it up for you beautiful people. No doubt. So we're going to talk about some things today. Right after we do our current events and talk about what's going on in the world. One of the discussions is, true or false, people? Can men handle the same hurt they give a woman? Can men handle the same hurt they give a woman? We're going to talk about that today on the Man Cave Morning Show. Also, do you think you're a strong person? Do you think you're a strong person? All right, well, we're going to talk about things that mentally strong people don't do. Things that mentally strong people, they don't do. A lot of people think they're strong. I'm strong emotionally. I'm strong mentally. But we're going to talk about the things that mentally strong. If you're really mentally strong, these are things you shouldn't be doing. All right, so we're going to talk about that today on the Man Cave Morning Show. And peace and blessings to everybody as y'all trickle in. Now, remember, no matter what platform you are watching us on right now, show that sign of support.
Share.
And hit the share button. Just click the share button like this. Just click it like this. Click, share. That's it. That's a sign of support. That's what friends do. That's what supporters do. Show the love. No matter what platform you are watching us on. And remember, to my black brothers, my African American brothers and sisters, I love y'all, man.
There's nothing I can do.
I love y'all. You know, we ended off the show like that yesterday. Yes. But we're gonna start it off like this today before we get started. Because we need that energy. We need that energy.
Yes, we do.
I love you, black man.
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 Black man, I love you.
You're a black man, I love you.
I love you. I appreciate you. From this black queen to all my black kings out there.
I love you, black man.
I love you, black man.
I
love you, black man.
When nobody else does.
Yeah, man. I just got to run that before the start of every show now. And shout out to, I think it was, I'm not sure, C. King Parker or Douglas.
Doug, yeah.
One of them that said just, we should just run that.
Start that every day.
Start the show every day because we need to hear that.
We need the affirmation.
Yes, we need to hear that. Now, let's get into.
I feel good.
Yes, you feel good? Don't you feel better after hearing that?
I feel better after that. Yes, I do.
No doubt. And shout out to the sister, too, the life coach. I'm going to get her name right one day. I'm going to start running this clip in the beginning of the show, too. All right, before we get into our current events and the hot topics, and we get into our main topic of the day. So shout out to this sister right here. She's a life coach. She's talking about support. So we're going to keep running this in the beginning of the show, especially for Black History Month.
Yes.
It's not over yet.
It ain't. They never know. Every month is Black History
Month. But it ends February 28th
yeah.
around the world. But we got to keep it going.
That's right.
So here's this sister right here. I hope this resonates with somebody. For somebody that missed it yesterday, here it is.
You cannot align yourself with people that are not aligned. If people don't believe in your vision, if people don't believe in who you are and where you're going, if people that hang around you don't support you, they don't invest in you, they don't, contribute to your overall success, those people are not your people. As a matter of fact, one of my strategies and philosophies is that I stay away from the unlucky and the ungrateful. Because guess what? It ain't about your hustle, for real. It's not about just how hard you hustle. It's about your alignment. You got to be aligned with the right people for your assignment. And so the moment you recognize that people don't believe in you, they don't support you, they don't spend no money, they don't want to contribute to your overall success, I'm telling you right now, that is a pure fact. That is a pure fact that those people are not your people. And it's okay if they was aligned with you for a particular season. But once you recognize that that season is over, the quicker you get away from those people, the quicker you discover the true essence of what freedom, peace, assignment, and purpose truly feels like. Pay attention. They all around you. You cannot align yourself with people that are not aligned.
Wise words being spoken.
We're back. I love that.
By Nubian Queen.
Yo, I just love that, man. I love both clips we're going to start running, man. Every show, man. Just people need to hear that.
Yeah.
They need to hear these things. Now, let's talk about what we're going to talk about today, current event-wise. First up on the list. So Mary J. Blige, during her interview, comes out and says, but I know a lot of sisters that feel like this. She comes out and says, what? Next man Mary J. Blige dates must make more money than her. She said, I'm not taking care of any more men. So Mary comes out and says, I'm not taking care of any more men. Ladies, what do y'all feel about that statement? Fellas, what do y'all feel about that? All right, let's read a little bit more into it. While speaking with DJ Ace on BBC Radio recently, Mary J. Blige was asked about whether or not she is dating. And while the 48-year-old star would remain mum about whether or not she is out on the prowl again, when she was asked what it would take for a man to be able to shoot his shot with her, she was quick to respond. She said, well, he has to have more money than me. That's for sure. She said, because I'm not taking care of any more men. The reference of taking care of men in her past, of course, is about Blige's contentious divorce with Kendu Isaacs, which she filed for in 2016. She was paying him $30,000 every month in a temporary spousal support, and he made an attempt in the court to seek out $65,000 a month, which was rejected.
Wow.
Now, okay, so she said she ain't taking no more care of no more men. Where you at with that, P?
I'll clap it up for that. I'm here with it. I wouldn't look at it as she was taking care of him, because I know he was managing her. They were a couple, so I would say, I mean, I'm not sure how it worked in the household with the income, because of the fact that they were a couple, a married couple, and that they worked together financially, how the finances were. I don't see how, if he was managing her and getting a check, that she was necessarily taking care of her. But I guess the way that it looks on paper is that the earnings were more so largely on her part, I guess, from performances, royalties, and of such. I will say, as a man, I would never, seek for my wife or my woman, if we separated, to, get spousal support or whatever. But I mean, we're not in that tax bracket. But all I can say is this: it happens to men all the time. And if the roles were reversed, and a man said that everybody, or at least every woman, be quick to bash him, well, you're a man, and da 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 da. So I mean, I guess when it comes to celebrity and cash, it is what it is. Whoever's making no more money is susceptible to have them pay the spousal support. I mean, is it necessarily right? No. And we can go down the line of different females who have tried to gouge their ex-husbands or ex-boyfriends, in similar fashion. Do I think anybody needs $30,000 or $65,000 a month to live? Absolutely not. But I mean, did it taint her?
So did he take advantage of her?
I'm not gonna say he was trying to take advantage of the situation.
$36,000 a month.
I'm saying he was taking advantage of the situation. He was probably. I'm sure somebody put in his ear, well, if it was the other way around, she would. But I mean, that just depends on how you stand as a man, though. Like I said, me as a man, would I ever had done that? And I can tell you, if we were at that financial state, I could tell you no, because at the end of the day, I always feel like if we not together, I don't need anything from you. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man. I'm always going to be a man. I'm always going to be able to stand on my own 2 feet. Period. So him being a manager or whatever his thing is, go get some more acts. Like make you some cash.
All right. So here's my thing. So ladies, real talk. So should that be a criterion now? Mary talking about she's not messing around with any more men that makes less than her. So should that be a criterion now? You know what I'm saying?
we can't make her criteria. I mean, she can make a criteria whatever she wanted to be. He has to be a billionaire. But he has to be 7 feet tall. He has to be 12 inches long. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can make up anything that you want to make up.
Yeah. But you know is that a fair and realistic criteria? Well, let's be honest. For somebody that really love you and care about
that's
you,
what I was going to say,
and is treating you right.
I was just going to say, who was it going to hurt?
So she's just been burnt.
Exactly. But I'm saying, who was it going to hurt but her if she genuinely finds somebody who loves, cares for her, or adores her, who don't make that kind of money, and is genuine about all of that? Who's that going to hurt but her? So I mean, it's not like, I mean, it's her life, so she gets to lead it however she wants to.
So you think that's going to hurt her?
I think yes.
By thinking like that.
By thinking like that, it definitely can, because not everybody out there is a gold digger. You just got to know how to weed through people, and I'm sure your relationship with him didn't start that way. So even it could turn around. You could find somebody who makes 3 times the amount of money that you make, and the same situation can happen the way that it did. It just won't affect you monetarily, but that don't mean that emotionally, physically, and spiritually you won't have the same outcome because somebody makes more money. The only thing you're not going to lose is money. But you still might lose time. You still might have heartbreak. You still might lose weight because now you can't eat. You still eat. You know what I'm saying? So it does. Somebody's money has nothing to do with the relationship, really, unless the relationship is based on money.
Aha. You hit it right there.
Yeah. Now I clap myself up.
Unless the relationship is based on money. All right. Let's read some comments.
Yeah.
Let's read some comments. Let's read Mimi Michelle Carter.
I have taken care of multiple ex-boyfriends. What ends up happening is when they are done with their sugar mama, I just scrolled. When they're done with their sugar mama, they're onto a woman who has less than and will have to look up to them. I've been her several times. It's exhausting being burnt. It burns you out. And I can get that.
I'm going to clap that up.
Yeah, you can clap that up. Arlene Safari says, no, I think it's like-minded. Okay. And it also said, yes, she had to learn the hard way. Patricia Collins Soup said, if she does, a prenuptial is needed. And that's another option. Sandy also said he cheated on her, then wanted spousal support. No. Which, if that was the case, if he cheated on her, I'm not sure how that even worked out in the courts, that he actually got spousal support, because that usually will, null and void anything like that. If you were the one,
unless he found a loophole on neglect.
She's
always busy all the time.
Yeah,
I never see her no more. She's in one part of the country, I'm in another part of the country.
Yeah,
I'm a man. I have needs. Whatever. If he ran the neglect angle, this is why he may have received spousal support.
Wow.
And you got to don't forget now, she had a domestic violence charge against him before.
Did she?
No.
She hit him.
She hit him.
Well, there you go.
So that may have been brought into the court case as well. You know what I'm saying? So for a man that
this is why I did these things, and
spousal support, there had to be a strong case against Mary. Just think about it. We don't know.
If it was cheating involved, if no cheating was involved, and he was the lesser of the two, then a lot of times that would have, and he worked for her, so that's where probably the spousal support part came in. Well, I managed her, and now we're not together, so I won't be making money. You know what I'm saying? But usually, like I said, man, that might have been the angle that he used. If he actually was the one that cheated, he might have used that and could have been like, she used to beat me and she drove me to, what I'm saying? Anything could have been said in these courts. But, it's rough out here. And I think that when it comes to celebrities, like I said, it goes to a whole nother level because you don't really know somebody is with you for you, or what you can do for them, or who you can introduce them to. But they had a long time relationship. Like, how many years they've been together? They've been together for a long time.
Yeah.
So I mean, to say that because somebody said he was looking for a meal ticket, I don't necessarily think he was looking for a meal ticket. They were.
He helped her eat too.
Exactly. He helped her eat a lot.
As her manager.
As a manager, yes.
He helped her eat too. I mean, it's a two-sided coin, man.
Yes.
It's a two-sided coin.
Definitely wasn't that he was just there and she was making money.
Yeah.
I
don't know. But you know what? It's funny. Shonda Mitchell. Hey, Shonda. No, they can't. I just had this discussion with someone. Good morning. Good morning, Nene. Douglas said, nigga, wear that shit. You ain't Tiger Woods.
Oh, wow.
She hit him and got paid. It's Mary. Hey, see, we don't know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Let's take this call. Caller from the 347. State your name when you calling from. You're on the Man Cave Morning Show.
How you doing, sir?
How you doing? State your name. What's your name?
How you doing? My name is Legal Latino Heat. Usually on YouTube. I love the channel, love the show.
How are you?
Oh, no doubt. Welcome to the show, man. What's up? What's on your mind?
Good. Oh, the whole thing with Josie Smollett, man. I just think like they took us for a fool, like the media.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to divide us as Hispanic. We're cool with the blacks, and then how they're dividing us against the whites. I just think it was like a bad move on the media to create racial tension. And
so do you really think it was the media's fault or the story that Jussie told law enforcement that now got twisted and they're finding more facts out about? So do you really think it's the media?
Well, Josie, paid for it, lied. He just tried to create that whole racial thing. And then, listen, Chicago has so many shootings, like Kanika Jenkins, right?
Yeah.
The girl they found in the freezer.
Exactly.
How come 12 detectives were on Josie Smollett?
Wow.
They couldn't take those 12 detectives to solve that crime.
Let's clap that up. That's definitely a good point.
You know what?
And they still haven't solved that crime.
That is such an excellent point you brought up. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yes.
They put a lot of man hours into the Jussie Smollett investigation. Yes. And like you just mentioned, the young lady that was in that freezer or whatever, and you said they still didn't solve it?
No.
They're saying it's an accident, right? She was drunk, she fell into the freezer, she cracked her neck or whatever. Like, really? Come on.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, that's true. That's true, bro. I'm glad you called and said that because they need to be putting more man hours into something that's more serious or whatever. And I get it. The Jussie Smollett situation is high profile because it's all over the media.
Exactly.
But that's a situation that you just mentioned with the young lady that's more important and has more substance to try to really solve. So I appreciate you calling and saying that, bro.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
Thank you for tuning in. Check me out, Legal Latino here on YouTube. Have a good day, guys.
We got you. Appreciate the support.
Salute.
Yeah.
Let's clap that up.
And it's funny that he said that because that's true. You know what? It's horrible that there's levels of priority when it comes to people. You know, like her. You know, what I'm saying to the police department, she's probably just some young black girl who was getting drunk and getting high, so she's not that important. You know what I'm saying? Are we necessarily going to put a lot of man hours into this person? They're not that important. Okay, they passed by their parents, blah, blah, blah. But like you said, but when you get someone who's in the limelight, who's in the public eye, like look at all this talk and all this publicity. Like you said, all of this manpower that's being put into this thing.
There was a lot.
And he didn't look, no lives were lost.
Now listen, so I'm quite sure, we're not living under the rock. So everybody heard what happened with Jussie. He turned himself in.
Yes.
I think I got a little bit of the report here. Let me see. I'll run it for y'all.
Just moments ago, Empire actor Jussie Smollett, we learned, is now under arrest and in the custody of detectives in Chicago. He's facing a felony charge for allegedly filing a false report. Police, he claimed the two men attacked him last month. Let me read you the statement. Actor Jussie Smollett is under arrest and in custody this morning, according to Chicago police. There will be a briefing later this morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. A bail hearing is set for this afternoon. Just moments ago, Empire actor Jussie.
I wasn't shocked when I heard about it, but here's his mugshot.
Kind of inevitable.
Yeah, here's the actual mugshot. Caller that's calling from the unknown number. We don't answer unknown phone calls. And sorry, call back.
I don't know if that's an actual mugshot because it usually would have his police, you know, like his whatever.
They released it though.
Really?
They released that's all over right now. But the sad part about it is when I heard that, man, I'm like, you know how many people that supported him, that are disappointed.
Yes.
I mean, I'm disappointed.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
Sharpton came out. You know when Sharpton comes out and say, look, if he's not telling the truth, he needs to be punished to the fullest extent of the law. Because you're talking about a hate crime, right?
Yeah.
So you're talking about the whole LGBT thing, and then the whole fact.
Actually, it was like a double hate crime.
That he's a black. He's an African American.
Yeah.
You know,
like
and my thing is, I wonder what the Empire stars are thinking. Did y'all think about that? Like, what are the Empire stars really thinking? Like Terrence and Taraji and Hakeem, who plays brother, and the other dude. Like, what's going through their mind right now? And then what's the fate of the show? Like, what's the fate of Empire right now with all this going on and the next season coming up?
I mean, actuality is we know people could be written out of scripts very easily. You know, so here today, killed off tomorrow. You know, all of a sudden he was in a fatal car accident or plane crash or shanked in jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, they kill people off all the time. So, but that's the thing. Like, you're playing with your career. Like, you're really playing career Russian roulette right now. You know, you're spinning the barrel, hoping that, you know, when you click it, that you don't lose.
Right.
But, you know, that it's a win for you. But at this point, I don't see it going nowhere but bad unless it comes out that this whole thing was truthful, which I don't see that happen. Like, if something actually happened, this whole thing is not fabricated. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, the whole, you know what I'm saying? Not it's not fabricated. What I'm saying, the whole lie. I don't know. I just think that he's got himself in a position that now he really doesn't. He didn't think the whole thing through, and he doesn't know how to get out of this position right now, and it's going to wind up just blown up in his face. He might have to face jail time.
No, 1 to 3 years.
1 to 3 years.
1 to 3 years.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
giving the police a false report.
Which that also, I'm a little upset about because that's being selective.
That is being selective.
Because we say that all the time. That's being very,
Barbecue Becky,
very selective.
All these other Caucasian people calling in the 911.
The
black man barbecuing on this such and such.
Oh my God, they're off on the jumping me out. In this video, like, is she crazy? Rape. They're raping me. They're Trump. I mean, all kind of false allegations.
But see, they're going to make an example. They're going to make an example, out of Jussie. And again, let me tell you something right now about this business real quick. The entertainment business and this whole world we live in with the music business and everything. Yeah. Everybody tries to think of a marketing ploy, right? Or some type of tactic or whatever like that where they can market a project they got coming out, or they can market their upcoming movie or TV show, whatever like that. Let's think of something that's going to get buzzing. So that's popular right now in the industry. Or let's start a beef with someone and everybody's talking about the beef we have or whatever. So that's been going on in the game, right? Yeah. So he tried it. He shot his shot.
Yeah.
And he failed, all right? Based on the news, the information we're getting. All right, because we have to wait for the full thing for him to go to court
exactly.
in the whole nine. And again, he tried it. I don't know who put that in his ear. God forbid if something comes out where Lee Daniels was like, "This is what we need to do, man. Empire's losing ratings." You know what I'm saying? And after Empire, where you gonna go from that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got to get something sparked up or whatever. I hope that wasn't the case. I like Jussie Smollett as an entertainer, as an actor, as a performer, all of that. I love his sister. I always followed his sister's work. She's a great actress. The whole nine. Family, good people. But this was, to me, a stupid if he did lie, this was a stupid marketing mistake.
Yeah.
That went.
Oh
left.
yeah. Definitely a bad marketing mistake.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's read. Phyllis said, "I'm not understanding why he would do this. So I guess he lied." Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Barry B. Shout out to Hassan on the check-in. Latoya, we see you. Chanel, Joanne Esau. Kaz said they normally have you holding
your
SBI number
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
under your chin when you take a mug shot.
Yeah.
At least that's what they made me do in Union County Jail in Elizabeth for shoplifting at the dollar store. Oh, we got to watch Kaz if he ever come to the studio. Don't leave nothing around. Shout out to Letitia Fort.
What's up, sis?
No for question number 1. Okay, yeah, we're going to get to these topics. All right, so this is what we need y'all to do. We're about to go on to the next story. No matter what platform you are listening to us on, whether it be YouTube, Twitter, Periscope, whatever, hit the share button, all right? Y'all do that. Hit the share button. It's a sign of love. It's a sign of support. We got to get this information out here because when we go into these topics, there's going to be there's a lot of people that's going to need to hear some of this information. A lot of people walking around think that they have it all together.
Yeah.
That there's such a strong person inside. Maybe not. We're going to talk about things you shouldn't be doing if you're a strong, emotionally stable person.
Yeah, man.
So we're going to get deep today. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. More stories next. So hit that share button right now. Just go click. It's a simple click.
Click.
Less than 2 seconds it takes. Click, share. All right. So now, let's go on. Next story. Wow, we got a lot. Oh, yeah. Of course, this is important. So we heard about the dude that wanted to take everybody out.
Yeah, man.
And he was a Coast Guard.
Yeah.
U.S. Coast Guard. They caught him. Thank God they caught him. Shout out to law enforcement.
Yeah.
FBI and CIA, whoever.
Yeah.
Caught him. It says U.S. Coast Guard U.S. Coast Guard Lieutenant living in Silver Spring, Maryland, was arrested after federal authorities said they found guns and ammunition along with a hit list of Democratic legislators, activists, and news anchors. Lieutenant Christopher Paul Hassan, a self-described white nationalist, was arrested last week on gun and drug charges. But according to widespread media reports, late Wednesday, prosecutors said in court filings that those charges are just a start. And they accused him of being a domestic terrorist bent on committing acts dangerous to human life.
I'm going to clap that up.
That are intended to affect governmental conduct. A report from NBCnews.com citing court documents described Hassan as having expressed extremist views for years and said he has read the manifesto of Anders Breivik, the white supremacist Norwegian terrorist who shot and killed 77 people in 2011. Damn it, man. Damn it. Hold up. And it gets deep. The report said court documents show that for 2 years, starting in January 2007, the defendant conducted online searches and made thousands of visits for pro-Russian, neo-fascist, and neo-Nazi literature. All right. He wrote in a draft email alleged to be been found on his computer. Federal prosecutors said, "I am dreaming of a way to kill almost every last person on Earth. I think a plague would be most successful, but how do I acquire the needed Spanish flu, botulism, anthrax?
Wow.
Not sure yet, but we'll find something." The Coast Guard flagged Hassan because of internet searches of extremist websites at work, a federal law enforcement officer told NBC News.
Wow.
This is the lieutenant right here. Here's a photo of him. All right. Again, was a part of U.S. Coast Guard.
Wow.
And here is the weapons he was trying to take everybody out with.
I think that was his little stash.
Look at the arsenal,
Trust
man.
me. He had more than that, I'm sure.
Look at the evil we are dealing with and we are faced with in this world. Look at this. I want y'all to look at this, man. Imagine if this got into our community in the wrong hands. Well, it probably is in our community.
Yeah, exactly.
But you trying to take out everybody. And he's thinking of ways, he said, to take out everybody on this earth.
I am going to applaud the media. I'm going to say white media. Let me say that. For finally labeling a white person looking to do mass harm to people as a domestic terrorist. Wow.
Yes.
Have we finally taken a step in the right direction? They actually opened up their mouth and put this in print, calling this person a domestic terrorist.
Yep.
Wow. Did I think I would ever see that in my lifetime? No. With all the other domestic terrorists that has been terrorizing the United States for all these years, going into synagogues, movie theaters, you name it, restaurants, gaming places, and just mass murdering people at will and getting taken
Crazy,
to Burger
man.
King and making sure that they're comfy, cozy, not getting shot down dead. They finally labeled somebody a domestic terrorist? Wow.
Yep.
Holy moly, Batman.
So now,
woo.
Here's the craziness, though. Here's the craziness, bruh. It's like there are more like him.
There's a lot more. Trust me, there's
Y'all
more.
hear me?
There's more where he's working at, I'm sure.
Y'all got one little grain
Man, listen,
of salt.
not even a grain.
One little grain of salt. There's so many people that think like him, man, and are looking to do some evil and just take people out because they don't agree with their views. We have to be, and I hate to say it, I know a lot of law enforcement. I'm cool with a lot of law enforcement.
Yeah.
But we ourselves have to be vigilant as a people. More than ever, and I say this all the time, we need to start coming like this. Put our little petty differences aside.
Yeah.
And look all around us to see what's going on. We have to start looking out for each other and look over each other's shoulder. We have to start walking like this.
Yeah, exactly. Back to back. Exactly. Looking.
Watch this way, I watch this way. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like, this is real talk. Real talk, man. This is why people need to hear this.
I just want to give it up, though, to whoever the person who was paying attention to this and red flagged this, because that's the only way he got caught. Because actually someone, on the show, or who he works with, was noticing his logins and what he's looking up, and like, yo, like, we might want to take a look into Lieutenant so-and-so. He's pulling up some crazy stuff. So they actually shot that to the FBI. And once the FBI started delving in and looking and seeing all the stuff that he was, into and downloading and reading,
right,
they, that's when they, I guess, got the warrant to do the raid or whatever to find all this stuff. So kudos, hand claps to whoever that person was who stopped this tragedy that most definitely would have happened.
No doubt. Shout out to Flo Queen. She said they are covering Jussie Smollett instead of this story. Yeah, and see, that's the thing. We're going to talk about it.
Exactly.
We're going to talk about it. You're going to see a shift in a direction with the Man Cave Morning Show. And a lot of the things we're going to be bringing you, we're going to be discussing a lot of what they don't discuss.
Exactly.
And it just resonates with me, man, because I know they just caught one little grain of a whole lot of evil. And there's so much of it out there, and we just got to be vigilant. We really got to look out for each other. Now, moving on. So, I'm going to ask the question again. So, I've been looking a lot at the different platforms that the candidates are going to be running for in 2020. A lot of people that's running for president now, and everybody's stepping to the plate now. I'm going to run for president. I'm going to run for president. I'm going to run for president.
Yeah.
Who really appeals to y'all? And put it in the comment section, or you can call in. The number is 646-233-1302. Do not block your number. We will not pick up the call at the station or whatever. A lot of people calling from the unknown. I know some of y'all want to call in and do the crank calls or whatever like that.
We ain't got time for that.
Yeah, we ain't got time for it today. We keeping it real. But if you want to call in and talk about what we're talking about, feel free to call in. Again, the number is 646-233-1302. Yeah, so going back to these candidates, man, who really appeals to you so far? P, who appeals to you so far? People talking about Cory Booker, Kamala, Bernie Sanders is now in the runnings. There's so many more, but who really appeals to you? Is everybody feeling Bernie more than Kamala and Corey? Put it in the chat. We'll read your comment. Let me go to check out YouTube too and show some love to my people on YouTube. Let's see if we got, because I know when Facebook is working, show some love. Yeah. All right. So let's read some comments. Shout out to wow, heavy. Shout out to CIA. The person why most white shooters aren't labeled terrorists is because most of them end up being spree shooters. A terrorist has a bigger plan. Okay, they terrorize the average person and way of life. That's deep. Shout out to CIA. Ryan. Both news stories. No crime was committed. That's interesting. Shout out to Get Blunted. We see you on the check-in. Let me just show some love. Ricky on the check-in. Amatardo on the check-in. Carnivore Bear on the check-in. We see you. Little Shady on the check-in. Jigga Man on the check-in. Just shout out to everybody, man.
Yes, a lot of people over on the YouTube.
No doubt.
Appreciate you guys. Appreciate
the
support.
YouTube is popping. Again, y'all could call in if y'all really want to say something on the topics. So let's just see who answered the question about who's appealing to them. C King Parker said not Bernie. Flo Queen said Corey has no black agenda. Really? Okay. Call back. We seen you from the 908. Just call back. Mimi said, yep, sad. Oh, hold on, we got a call. Caller from the 908. State your name, where you calling from. You on the Man Cave Morning Show.
James, bro. I'm trying to call in every time y'all broadcast. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be like that people for y'all to let y'all know I'm listening and got love out here. But the best candidate hasn't even made himself eligible yet, and that's Joe Biden, Obama's boy.
Yeah. If Joe wanted to run, I would rock with Joe too.
Joe,
I definitely would rock with Joe.
Joe would definitely get my attention. He would. Right now,
you know what I'm saying, and he just testing the waters because his name is known, so he's allowing the Democratic Party to get these people out here and get their toes in the water. It's like, oh, I like him, I like them, but at the end of the day, it boils down to one candidate, and he's going to jump in the pool and was like, everybody drink the Kool-Aid.
I kind of agree with you on that. I think that Joe is sitting back and waiting, and he's gonna put the bid in late. But I do agree. I think he's doing the same. I think he's sitting there watching and seeing everyone who's coming up, like you said, and seeing what they're trying to talk their platforms on or whatnot. You know, so I agree with you on that. I think, like I said, I think Joe definitely would be good. He would definitely be one of the front runners. For me, if he was to put his hat back in the pool, it would be between him and Bernie for me, personally.
Absolutely.
No doubt.
I would bang with Bernie. Because they doing everything Bernie was talking about. My concern about Bernie just be looking crazy when he out there talking. Like, Bernie was talking about getting pennies out of couches. You know what I'm saying? So, like, and he got his 6 million. Like, he's doing phenomenal numbers.
Yes.
But being an independent and a country that's so divided is going to be too much of a challenge. Like, this is not we are a collective independence, but we are Democrats or we're Republicans.
Yeah.
And people don't even know what that means anymore. Like, you know, people talk about Lincoln freeing the slaves, but Lincoln was a Republican.
Yes.
Like, people don't understand.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
They don't even understand politics.
The parties actually switched over the years. The Republicans used to kind of be for the people.
Yeah, and that's all I care about, man. Somebody that really just cares about us.
Yeah.
And people can say what they want to. It's funny. I go through this argument all the time, and I see people arguing on Facebook, and it's Caucasians always against African Americans talking about Obama. Well, what did Obama really do? And what did Obama really this? And all of that. Obama was for the people. You can say what you want to say. Like any politician got their ish with him. All of them got their ish with them, right? And nobody is never going to deliver 100% of their promises. No politician. I don't care how good of a person they are or whatever like that. Out of 100 promises, you're probably going to deliver maybe 60 if you could, or maybe 50, maybe half. You know what I'm saying? But if you get to at least half, I still got respect for you because you at least came through on something. Now, with Trump right now, we blatantly know he's not for the people.
No, exactly.
He is not for the people.
For his
Trump
people,
is
period.
setting himself up for when he gets out of office, so he can go back into business again
and be super rich.
And be super rich.
Yeah.
He's setting himself up by changing a lot of these regulations and laws now. So when he gets out, he's riding smooth.
Yeah.
He's riding smooth and free. You know what I'm saying? So, bro,
Yes.
thanks for
Can I
calling
say
in,
two
man.
things about
Yes,
Obama
Go ahead.
just before we hang up, and I'm done after this.
Yep.
Two things about Obama that people don't talk about. One, everything Obama brought to Congress and Senate, they say no to, because that's just how America is.
Yeah.
And the other thing, Obama deported more people out of this country than any other president ever.
Yeah.
No walls needed. So it's all BS. It's all a facade.
Yeah,
It's Illuminati stuff.
Yeah.
I don't even want to get into that. I love you guys. I'm going to get off the phone now. Appreciate your time.
We appreciate
and
you, man.
Expect me to call every time I see y'all on the air.
That's
doubt.
what's up. Thank
Appreciate
you once
man.
again. We appreciate
the
you, man.
support. And shout,
No
let's read some comments in the chat and everything. And yeah, I'm just curious to see where people standing, man, because the fate of the next election is going to basically dictate how our country is going to flow from now on.
Yeah.
Let's read some comments.
Patricia Collins Rose said President Obama did so much to say, he was greatly opposed, which is a fact. He was opposed on everything he tried to do. Nene Mimi said all they have to do is Google Obama's achievements. The sad part is a lot of us jumped on the bandwagon with the Obama did nothing BS. Let me go to somebody else. Flo Queen said yep, and that's why he won't get my vote. Now I'm not sure who's talking about. Let me go back up. Casmana said Norm for president with P on his 6 for vice. We'll change this country up, that's for sure. I'll go with them for real. Let's scroll up. D. Graham said they will shut him down if he doesn't play the game. I think she's talking about Bernie.
Oh yeah, well they try to shut anybody down and don't play the game. But real quick, so all right, so we talking about Bernie Sanders, and then before we go on to the next thing, so with Bernie, here's his platform that he's running on. Right, let's read some of these things. All right, this is the platform he's basically going. Universal health care, we all want that.
Yes,
we want that. Free, affordable public college.
Yes,
free, affordable public college. Transform our energy system.
Mm-hmm.
Overturn Citizens United.
Mm-hmm.
Raise the minimum wage to $15. A lot of people
is already working on.
Yeah,
right?
a lot of governors are trying to do that for different states. In the war on drugs, we get you, bro. That's never going to happen. Because this country was just going to start making them legal anyway.
Yeah.
But rebuild our crumbling infrastructure. Raise taxes on the 1%. Hey, let's clap that.
Never happened though.
Stop endless military spending. Expand Social Security. Expand it. End police brutality.
Never gonna happen either, but it's good.
But that's a good. Hey, demilitarize the police.
Now that's huge.
Wow.
Woo!
Wow.
Yeah.
Bruh, listen, I'm not mad. So depending on if Biden doesn't jump in the race, he's looking good. Now, one thing I will say about Cory Booker, I get it. He catches a lot of heat because those that lived in Newark when he was the mayor of Newark, they was like, oh, he didn't do this, he didn't do that, he didn't do that. Okay, I get it. I think he did more as a senator, probably than he did for the city of Newark. And I can't really say because I didn't live in the city of Newark. So y'all Newarkers, even though I got family in Newark, y'all would know. But as a senator, I see him. He made some noise. He made some movement. I do think he cares about the people, though, overall in this country. That's one thing I think about Cory Booker. He is compassionate about the people in this country, and he stood up for us. When he was in the House and they were having the debates and fights, he stood up for us when other senators didn't. So I'm going to rock with Cory. Not saying I'm going to vote for him as president because I got to see who's running. But I still like Cory better than Kamala. I like Bernie better than both of them.
Yeah.
But if Joe again runs, I'm be rocking with Joe.
You know what?
Team Joe.
I think the beef a lot of people, a lot of black people, I should say, have with Obama is, oh, he was the first black president. He didn't do this for black people. He didn't do that for black people. Well, let's be realistic. So, if he did that, the only thing that would make him would be Trump. You know what I'm saying? If he came in there and said, oh, I'm just going to try to do all things for black people, F the white Americans, you know, that's not my problem. Like, you can't. The president of the United States is supposed to be there for we the people, for everybody. Not to say that if there's some things that are unjust, you know, you could come in and change things. But if you thought he was going to come in and just change the whole way that the world operates with black people and everything's going to be changed, and this, he can't do that. You see he got opposition for any and everything that he tried to do, and he still got things done. But to think that he was going to come in there and change everything and make every black person on this planet's, you know, life better, like, let's be realistic. That wasn't, if that was how you went and voted for him, you weren't realistically voting, because, and that meant you know nothing about politics, because you should know that that's not possible. And even if it was possible, they was going to let that be possible. And that's the reason why, like a Bernie, would be so hard to get into office, because somebody said it. If Bernie was to be able to tax the 1%, that would get rid of elitism.
Right.
And the elites aren't going to allow that to happen. You think all these people who are making billions and trillions of dollars are going to let. But
Obama he taxed the rich.
He did. But I mean, Bernie wants to tax the rich.
And then Trump came in and
got reversed it.
And reversed everything that Obama ever tried to set forth to erase his legacy.
He's trying to erase his legacy. It'll never happen. He's done a lot, but just for instance, the owner of Amazon made a profit last year of 11.2 billion with the B. I'm gonna say it again, a profit of $11.2 billion last year, and won't have to pay 1% of tax on that money. So that's what the Donald Trumps of the world are doing. That's what Donald Trump is doing for the people like that of the world. Like, he wants to keep the rich richer and the poor poor. Now, here's somebody who may have made $35,000 a year, might have to pay back $2,000 or $3,000.
Crazy. Let's read some comments and let's move on. Shout out to Jill Williams Foster. Say it. Educate, brother. No doubt. Jamal Carter. Black people thought voting for Obama would make the white man slaves.
Exactly.
I never thought that.
No, not the smarter ones, but
I never thought that. Because he had to clean up. Remember, he came off the heels of Bush.
Yeah, exactly.
He had to clean up the Bush mess.
Yeah.
So it's going to take 4 years just to clean that up.
Yeah.
So he needed a second term just so we could see who he's made of, what he's made of. All right. So Douglas C. James said, "Did what though? They still have an upper hand." No doubt. Let's see here. Dee Graham said, I was talking about Cory Booker. He has to play the game or they will shut him down. Yes. They stomped on everything that Obama did, and they'll do it to him too. Of course. Shout out to everybody checking in with the comments. Let me go to YouTube real quick. Let me get over there to YouTube. Somebody, Legal Latino, he said Bernie is a rich bagel.
A rich bagel.
Mayor Mac Def says, so we can turn into Venezuela. Hey,
if it's working.
Ryan said, can't fix this country by taking money from the individual. No doubt, Ryan. We feeling y'all. Shout out. Phone lines are open. Call in 646-233-1302. You know you at the official Man Cave Morning Show, BKS1 Radio. And let's go on. Technology wise, man. Would y'all buy this phone? I'm just curious. For y'all Android, I'm an Android person. I'm a Droid person, right?
Yeah.
Technology is evolving. It's evolving, people. He's an Android person.
Yeah.
We got some iPhone people here.
Yeah.
In the building.
Some
Apple people. I've never been an Apple person. Never. I don't have a Mac. I don't own a MacBook. And I don't own an iPhone. I'm curious. What's y'all phone, y'all technology of choice? Mac, Apple, or PC, Android? I'm curious to see who we got more of. But anyway, they got a new Galaxy got a new phone coming out. Check it out. Would y'all buy it? Look at the price.
Google Maps. I can unfold it and instantly see the map on the big screen. I'm a huge fan of Netflix. I usually watch it on my tablet, but now I can watch it right on the Fold.
Wow. The Fold comes in both an LTE and a 5G version, starting from $1,980, depending on your region and carrier. And you can get your very own Galaxy Fold.
Pull up Google Maps. I can unfold it and instantly see the map on the big screen. I'm a huge fan of Netflix. I usually watch it on my tablet, but now...
Who getting that phone? All right. Norm, I'm not paying. Let me tell you something.
Yeah,
if the phone made my tea for me and put on my underwear for me, and it cost $2,000, I still wouldn't get it. That phone cost $2,000, bro. Who's getting that phone? You said you might get it.
Yeah, I'm not. I told you earlier. I said the old me that I was talking about on the show yesterday, who used to walk around with 30 grand in jewelry and $1,000 outfits on, might have bought it, but not P today. I'm not spending no $2,000 on no phone.
I'm just saying, some people are Kaz is a technology person.
Man,
I'm getting it in May. I knew it before it even popped up. I knew it. I know our listeners.
Get your brother one, man. I love you, man. If someone wants to gift it to me, I will definitely take one. I'll take the gift of the Fold, but me purchasing that, not gonna happen. Take this call.
Call it from the 908. State your name where you calling from.
Hello?
Call it from the 908. State your name where you calling from. You on the Man Cave Show. What's up?
Oh, this is Doug James calling from Plainfield, and I'm going to keep it real quick and short.
What's up, Doug? Peace.
2 things. I don't trust Apple. I don't trust nothing I can't take a battery out of. And the day that Steve Jobs died, you know that 0000 number that everybody gets a call from?
Yeah.
I told my lady that had an Apple phone that was Steve Jobs. And she was like, I ain't messing with this no more. So I'm going to get off the phone because I'm going to call about every topic because nobody calling in. And yeah, I'm good.
We not taking a lot of calls. There's people call in, but a lot of people calling from unknown and blocked numbers.
Yeah, we're not taking
we
that.
can't accept it. So
no doubt. My number came up.
Yeah, we see.
That's what we got you.
That's why we picked you up. That's why we picked you up.
Oh, just making sure. Yeah, no doubt. I'm just saying, like, yeah, I ain't messing. Nope. Samsung only. But we need some black songs. The hell with Samsung.
I feel you. Yeah,
just saying, let's do this thing.
Well, thanks,
I'm getting off the phone.
No doubt. We got another call. Yeah. Caller from the 404. State your name where you calling from. You on the Man Cave Morning Show.
I ain't saying my name. You know I'm getting that phone. I ain't playing around.
Yo, bro, get a deal, man.
I'm gonna get that phone. That phone is mine.
Why? Why
you buy one, get one free?
Why you getting it? Because it folds?
Man, check it out. That phone do so much, man. That phone can control your whole house.
Really?
I heard
with Bluetooth. You can control your refrigerator. You can control a coffee pot. You can control everything.
I heard.
If it can control a woman that I want to get to, I'll buy 2.
You know what?
Well, you know what, Cass? I'm gonna tell you then. That's the reason why I'm definitely not getting it. Then it can control everything in your home. Listen, brother. This is what I want. This is a rule of thumb that I always go by, and I try to preach to people. Whenever they come out,
do you even know what rule of thumb means? I just want to make sure you know what rule of thumb means.
Doug, you're supposed to be off the phone, man. Hang up.
A rule to go by.
Bro, what do you mean hang up? I'm supposed to be disconnected, man. This is a privilege to be on this 3-way.
Yo, man, this is a one man show, man. Get off the phone.
What do you mean? I'm on an Android.
All right.
Apple with a baby. Get off the phone.
I'm gonna have to let both of y'all go.
Yeah, they definitely would.
Love y'all. Gonna have to let both y'all go.
Yes.
All right.
But this is something that I live by. and I always try to preach this and tell this to people. Whenever they come out with something that's so ingenious and makes life so easy for you, and it's like the thing that you're like, I gotta have it.
There's a reason why they're doing it.
There's a reason behind that. They want the masses to do it. They want the masses to put that in their home because that can control everything. So guess what that means? If that can control everything, then they can control everything without your consent. Because remember, you give consent to everything in these phones, whether you know it or not. You give consent to the cameras. You give consent to your contacts. You give consent to the microphone. You can give consent to buy things. You give consent to delete things. You give consent to download things. You give consent to everything with these things. So what that means is anything that they want to get into in your house, in your home, they can connect to now through your phone. Why? Because you gave them permission.
Right.
You've hooked up everything in your home, your alarm system, the locks to your doors, your telephone, like you just said, your coffee machine, your heat, everything. Like, we got to wake up and realize what the government is doing to us and how they're taking control out of our hand, and we don't even realize
they did it already. Yeah, we realize it. We realize it, but you know what? But we love the technology. Let's be honest. We know what the technology can do. We know what it's capable of. We know that TVs are two-way.
Yes, man.
Are two-way
Whether you want to believe it or not, yes.
We looking at the TV. The TV looking at us too.
Yep.
Don't think that it's not. You think it sound crazy? The TV is looking at us too.
Yes.
When it wants to. If they feel the need to tap into your home because they think you're doing something, they could tap into it.
Yep, DT said analog was better. That's exactly why.
Analog was better.
That's why the government made everyone, all the cable companies, everything switch to digital.
Why you think
so
that was a federal?
That was a federal
law
mandated law.
Come on now.
You could not have analog. Everything had to be digitized. Why? Because digitally you can do whatever you want. Analog is old technology, and you can't do the same. You can do stuff through analog, but you can't do the same thing through analog that you can do digitally. Period.
No doubt. Shout out to Ryan on YouTube. Ryan said, average person just distracted waiting for the next technology to come out. True indeed. Mayor MacDepp, that's why I plan to go off the grid. I feel you. Yeah, shout out to Jay Gray, said truth. No doubt. We see you. Y. Johnson said Android. Nice, but costs too much. Yeah, $2,000 is a lot of money, man, for a phone, man. A phone, remember a phone was just supposed to be just to communicate verbally?
That was it.
And then we gotten so dependent on our phone just for everything. Now, for email.
Everything.
For your weight loss app, for this app, for that
to remember stuff. We can't even use our own minds anymore to remember stuff.
Yeah,
we got to put notes in the phone now.
Nobody's writing no more. I had a conversation with a brother the other day. He said we don't need to know how to write no more. Why? We got to move with the technology.
I still want to be able to write. Why do you think that they don't teach kids how to write in cursive anymore?
Yeah.
There's no need for them to write in cursive.
They said there's no need.
They don't, and they get mad if a parent at home teaches their child how to write in cursive, and the child goes to school and do that. I've heard of teachers discipline them, saying you better stop writing like that, or I'll give you detention. Or like what?
I'm gonna give you a question, right? All right, and shout out to everybody listening. Shout out to y'all on the website too. As of next week, there will be an actual chat room, a private chat room on the website where y'all could go in and say whatever y'all want to. It will be on the website. It will be on the front page of the website next week, so y'all can say what y'all want to say. But I want to pose a question to y'all and to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So imagine if, right? So y'all remember when Hurricane Sandy hit, right?
Yeah.
Some of y'all it hit hard. Some of us didn't have power for weeks.
Yeah, man.
And weeks. Some people months.
Yeah.
But remember that feeling when there was no electricity, no power, your phone is dying, and all of that, right? People started picking up a book.
Yeah.
Right?
You're right, yeah.
People started finding other ways to make food.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like survival, I think by all this technology, we're losing basic survival instincts.
Speak it, man.
In survival ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. You know, if everything went out and you didn't have this or whatever, so we got to know how to make a fire, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got to know how to get some energy from somewhere, harness some energy from somewhere. We got to know how to actually read. You know, a lot of people don't want to pick up a book and read on how to do this or whatever.
Wow. Wow.
I'm so afraid that we're gonna get so caught up in the technology, bro.
We won't be able to survive.
We're gonna be prey.
Yeah.
We're gonna be prey to the people that know how to survive without technology.
For the person on YouTube who said that's why they want to fall off the grid, don't make statements like that online. 'Cause I could tell you, because they'll
help you.
No, they won't help you.
They'll
No. Those are the people that. Cause I've seen before. It was this couple, and it was the husband who got arrested. I forgot what state it was in, but basically he had made everything for their home self-sufficient. They weren't on the grid for anything. He had like a little running lake behind his house, so he had his own electricity. Like he had everything set up so they were self-sufficient. They were off the grid, and they were fining him. They was like, "Oh no, you can't do this." So they literally took him to court and arrested him because he didn't have his home hooked up on the grid because he wanted to be self-sufficient. They basically were saying, "No, you can't do this. We need to hook you up to the lines. We need." Basically, they were trying to tell him, "We need to be able to track you, keep dibs on what's going on." So people who fall off the grid, they don't like that. They don't like low-tech people because they don't know what they're doing. You can't figure out what I'm doing, what my family's doing, because I don't have no electronics. Because I don't want them. You know what I'm saying? I don't watch TV. I don't do this. I don't do that. I go into town to get what food I need to get. I grow other stuff, So that's dangerous. It's the best thing that you probably could do if you can do it without them knowing. But I tell you, boy, those are the ones that they really try to keep their eye on, because they want to know, well, what are you doing? What's so secret that you're doing that you don't want us to know? And we need to shut that down, because they don't want that to be infectious. Because like Norm just said, if they was to shut down the internet totally today, if they were to shut down all the electricity totally today, if they were to shut down everything that we're so used to, how many of us really would be able to survive that? And how many would die in the time period that it takes for a human being to pass away?
And see, think about now I'm gonna give y'all something to think about. Even our skill sets, right? So like I got good skill sets with technology, right? With computers and everything. I could build computers, all of that. I could fix them, PC level. I ain't talking about Mac level. I don't mess with Macs. But I'm very good with technology and everything. So most of everything I do is dependent upon technology, a lot of stuff, even with studio producing. Now, if this all gets shut down, I have to have some other skill sets to be able to maintain or whatever. So like the old adage, food, clothing, shelter. Yeah, these are the primary things. So if you're people always got to eat. Yes. People always need clothes. Yes. People always need a place to live. Right. So we're not even thinking about skill sets like learning construction and how to build a house. Yeah. Learning how to make your own clothes. Yeah. Right. And y'all like, man, you talking crazy. But think about it. If something happens, crazy as this country is, and we get hit by something, and our grid get hit, whatever like that, and everything shuts down electronically, and we have no power for nothing, we're gonna have to know how to do certain things, like how to sew, how to make clothes, or how to build some shelter, right? Other ways to make food, other ways to learning how to dig a ditch or do this or whatever, and even think about it, right? So we so dependent on eating meat. For all us meat eaters, right? Where you gonna get your meat from, right? If all the refrigeration shuts down, we have no electric. We probably gonna have to learn how to hunt or go back to eating plants. Yeah. Like initially how it was.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? We're gonna have to go back to basics. So we need to start preparing ourselves,
because it's going to happen eventually,
for situations like this, and learn some other types of skill sets.
Facts.
I'm serious. Instead of depending on technology. Now I'm off that. I'm done with that. But I just wanted to put that bug in y'all ear, because it's important. It's important that we know that. Let's move on. Something a little bit lighter, but not really light.
Yeah.
So you heard about the dude that punched his lawyer in the face?
Man.
Lost the case, got 47 years.
That's crazy.
Punched his lawyer in the face, man. So it's crazy. Shout out to everybody on the check-in. We got more stories, and we want to get into this topic. We're going to get deep with the topic today, so be prepared. Some of y'all may get your feelings hurt. but we're going to talk about today. Caller from the 201. State your name, where you calling from. You're on the Man Cave Morning Show.
Peace and blessings, brothers. Brother Tone, how you doing today? How y'all brothers doing
Brother
today?
Tone, what's good, man? Welcome to the show.
I'm good, brother. Thank you, brother. Now, see, y'all started a topic and then jumped right off of it. I'm sure I caught it late, but I apologize for it.
It's all good. But what you want to talk about?
A lot of people have no idea what hyperinflation is.
Okay.
So when you speaking on learning how to utilize resources of your own, self-reliance and things of that sort, and just like you guys were just talking about, it is going to come a time when, you know, the way lifestyles, for example, like y'all were talking about, as far as when the World Trade Center went down, and how independent we had to become, especially when trying to reach our loved ones and things of that nature, because we had no idea how to reach them. A lot of things as far as even dealing with walkie-talkies, two-ways and things of that sort. A lot of people don't even, you know, try to even rely on things of that sort. And even if you have, take for example, computers and things that are of necessity, and being able to save all the information on these computers, a lot of people don't even know just a regular aluminum garbage can, putting all this, you know, your hard drives and things of that sort. If electrical magnetic pulse comes through and shuts everything down, well, now you have a way to save your electronic information, so you won't be, you know, caught out there in the cold, so to speak. So there's a lot of things that we are going to face during hyperinflation. And not to add in my own, you know, thing that I'm going through as far as my crusade. Let's take, for example, what's going on is if these bills, take, for example, the bill that's called 10942 goes through, when all children and all people will be exempt and they can't depend on the First Amendment or any other type of amendment as far as getting vaccinated and taking shots. Well, a lot of people know about the RFID, you know, chip.
Yes.
And they're going to be ushering these things very soon, because if you know what 45 is doing, this is in his new campaign now. So he's pushing an agenda as far as people getting these vaccinations and things of that sort. So if you had no idea of what's going on, once again, with the RFID chip, this is a way that they can not only popularize or keep a census on who's there, but this is a way they're trying to say, okay, you're going to buy your food, you're going to buy your banking, everything is going to go through this chip. So it's not just a situation that we just need to worry about, say, if a Katrina or something else hit like that, as a hurricane or a tornado or anything. We need to worry about what's going on in our political parties, you know, as well, because it's coming. It's definitely coming. So this subject and this topic, brother, needs to be in the ear of our people every day of our lives right now.
Absolutely. Appreciate you calling, brother.
Definitely.
As always.
All right, brothers. Y'all be blessed.
No, you also. And it's crazy that he said that, because I've just seen something about that recently again, too, that said, you know, that people need to be aware, like whether you want to be chipped up or not, sooner than later it's going to happen, and everybody will be. This is what's crazy about that, because I've been talking about this RF chip thing for years. Like, I always try to.
You've been talking about it for years.
The
Bible has been speaking on it forever.
Exactly.
That's a whole another story.
But I always tell people, pay attention to these movies, because they put so much reality and truth of what's going on and or what's going to happen in these movies, and people just take it as entertainment.
Right.
That has been in movies for years. I could probably roll off about 5 or 6 different movies where that's in a movie where that's the technology that they use. Like, they tell us all this stuff way before they do it. Even down to cloning, when they started cloning. There's movies from back in the 60s and 70s of them doing cloning. So guess what? This technology has been in effect since then. When they started cloning animals, which they wanted to try to act like that was all they do, when they started cloning animals, this wasn't nothing new. But they can't just tell you, hey, we got another 5 or 6 of yous out here in hiding somewhere.
Right.
We just got to pay attention to what the people don't realize is the government doesn't mean us any good. All we are numbers, which equate to dollars to the government and to the powers that be who run the government, which is the big corporations. You got the big 3. So it's all coming to fruition, whether people want to believe it or not. Don't be scared of it. Just be aware of it, because it's going to happen. All of your worst nightmares and dreams at one point in time is going to come true. So it's better just to research and be ready for it than to be scared of it.
No doubt, no doubt. Let me clap that up. Shout out to everybody. I'm loving everybody's comments and everything. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy out there. So, my thing is, listen. If you burn down, if you hurt your girlfriend, right? Beat up your girlfriend, whatever the case may be, and then burn down an apartment complex, you should expect to do some time. And you should also expect that your lawyer may not be able to get you off.
Especially if you plead guilty.
Dude right here was mad. I'm going to run the clip.
Oh, man.
Y'all pay attention. Here's the clip.
I turned in to talk to him, and then I just felt a swoosh and saw stars, and then I remember waking up underneath the trial table.
Defense attorney Aaron Brockler describes it as a punch that came out of the blue. Tuesday morning, he was representing a man who was being sentenced at the Justice Center in Judge Nancy Margaret Russo's courtroom.
I went to turn to go tell him, I'll come and see you privately to discuss what your options are, and before I could even get the words out, I just got sucker punched right in the side of the head.
42-year-old David Chiselton was learning his punishment on nearly 24 charges. He pleaded guilty to holding his girlfriend hostage at gunpoint, then setting the Miles Landing apartment complex in Warrensville Heights on fire, displacing dozens of families. Judge Russo sentenced him to 47 years in prison.
Well, I'm lucky that he didn't get his hands around me and choke me out with I turned in to talk to him, and then I just felt a swoosh and saw stars, and then
the sound effects is crazy.
Jesus,
man.
Jesus, Lord.
Yo, people,
fix it, Jesus, fix it.
Crazy.
Oh my God. Listen, man, listen. You do the crime, you're gonna have to do the time. You got to realize your lawyer can only help you, but so much if you blatantly burnt down an apartment complex and held your girl at gunpoint. What do you expect, bruh?
He really was mad.
He said, "Look, I got 47 years. I don't care." Pop to his attorney. I just can't.
Jokers out here are nutty. That's all I can say. The sound effects. Why they make the sound effects like that, man? That's just wrong. But this brother, I mean, I don't know what to say, because he got more than 47 years now, and he can't call my man for no legal representation.
No doubt. Inger just said, "Pal, right in the kisser." He can kiss that appeal goodbye. LOL, big dummy. Yeah, no doubt. Dee Graham said, "My daughter has been talking about it too for years as well. People call her crazy, but I'm telling you," she says, she stays researching. Yeah, talking about that chip, man. Yeah. Barry B said, tack on another 5 years for the assault. Yeah, quick. Stupid. No doubt. Mimi said he should have smacked himself. Yeah, exactly. Ramut said, no parole. Exactly. No parole for you. No soup for you.
Jeez, that's
no soup for you. Now, this is something I want to switch gears real quick, because this is something going on. Some of you probably heard about it. Some of you probably didn't. But again, we got to be aware of what's going on, especially with our youth, with our kids.
Yeah, this one.
So,
deep,
Soups, I hope you still there, because
yes, she is.
Yeah. Because when I saw this, I'm like, yo, come on. They got these challenges that are getting crazy, and I was shocked when I heard about this. So there's this challenge called the 48-hour challenge. So let me break it down to you. This is what's going on. Why cops are warning parents about the 48-hour challenge. All right, and let me read a little bit of this. There's a new risky social media challenge striking fear into parents. Police are warning communities about the 48-hour challenge, which encourages teens to stage disappearances. Authorities in Indiana said Monday teens rack up points in the challenge as news of their disappearance spreads on social media. The challenge encourages teens to go missing for up to 2 days at a time and awards points for every social media mention while they are missing. The County Sheriff Bob Smith said in a release. Also, Smith warned the challenge would distract law enforcement from helping other people who are actually in distress. Exactly. Runaway and missing person reports are serious matters, and to use these attention-seeking type challenges pulls law enforcement away from their many other duties and causes unnecessary anxiety amongst the families and friends that are involved, Smith said. The Sheriff's Department hasn't encountered a case involving a 48-hour challenge, but urged parents to talk to their children about the pitfalls of social media. We are trying to educate our community and get out in front of something before it happens. I've been seeing this a lot on the news lately. It's a dumbass challenge, 48-hour challenge, trying to go missing to rack up points for 2 days or whatever like that. Come on, cut it out, stop it. And we don't know who started these challenges.
I was about to say, I could almost
be a theory.
I could almost bet the house on it that it's probably these traffickers who are setting challenges like this. Yeah, kids, and this is how you get your points, and with your points you can get this, and this is how you get. Listen, if something sounds stupid as hell, right? Like as that does. Don't do it. Like I don't get half of these challenges and what make people actually really do them. Like the one where they were setting themselves on fire. Like what? Why would you ever set your genitals on fire? Like who does that? Like that's a challenge I'm not taking. Yeah, okay, you do that. But I think, as children, young adults, because this hitting teenagers, so they're old enough to know what they're doing. So if this could possibly put your life in jeopardy and or a friend of yours in jeopardy, don't do this. And why would you do something like that to the people that love you? Make them think that you are missing and or could be injured and or could be dead.
I agree.
And you could end up in one of those situations, which is challenged. And you got law enforcement running all over, like I said. People actually could be in distress, and you got all this manpower out here looking for somebody who's over at their little friend house giggling, thinking that this is funny, where real people actually got the chance to be hurt.
Yeah, I'm glad. Real quick, while we touching on this, there's been a lot of cases going on in the city of Paterson, New Jersey.
Yes,
with teens coming up missing, with young women coming up missing, and everything. And there was a post. Put out there. It says PSA. Let me try to read this for y'all. It says, for my New Jersey people, please share this post. If anyone sees either of these girls, please contact 973-742-2424 or the Paterson Police Department. Please help find our children. They have been missing since 6:25 p.m. last night and were seen near the old Paterson Catholic High School in Paterson. Okay.
Yeah, with the trafficking of young girls at as big of a I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah. And now the young lady that came forth. Here's the update on this whole situation. 'Cause more girls are actually missing and everything. Here's the update by this young lady, Chanel.
Good afternoon, guys. I decided to go live. I did make a post on my Facebook wall asking everyone to share with regards to the 3 young ladies from Paterson, New Jersey that have gone missing. To those of you who are parents, we know that it would be a parent's worst nightmare to not have any of our children return home. So I am not asking, but also pleading with you all to please share. It's just being said, 3 young ladies. So let's give them a name because our children have names. So her name is Joanna Bell, and she is 16 years old. She is the daughter of Miss Phyllis, who was a very good friend of mine. And then there's another young lady who I don't know personally, but she is still someone's daughter. And her name is Aaliyah Wolf Nye, and she is 15 years old. Guys, we post everything. We post memes. Let's post something important. This is a life. You understand what I'm saying? We get so desensitized with everything, and we just move about and move about and move about until it hits our house. this has hit someone's house. So please, you know, I'm begging you to share this. We need this young lady home. Let's not wait until we have a Sandra Bland experience or someone dies, you know, so we can bring some flowers. Her mother doesn't want flowers. These mothers want their daughters back in their arms. You understand what I'm saying? So please, I'm asking you.
All right. I'm going to applaud the young lady for the post. But, yeah, so anybody got any information, please, you know, call the police department, contact someone out there in the Patterson area or whatever, and let's get these young ladies back home.
Back home, please.
No doubt. And again, once again, we about to go on with the story and the rest of the show and everything. Just no matter what platform you're watching us on, this is the official Man Cave Morning Show, BKS1 Radio. Make sure you hit that share button. Just take a look, 1 second, 2 seconds. Click share. Click share. Hit the share button, whatever. Let's get this information out here. We're going to grow our own media. We're going to be in charge of getting out our own information.
Yes.
Because other people won't do it.
Yep.
So we want you to do it. Be a part of the growth. Be a part of spreading the information that people should know. All right. Click that share button there. Now, moving on. And shout out to everybody. I know we want to get to this topic, and we're going to do it right now. So, first question to y'all. True or false, right? Because I hear a lot of men be on the machismo, like my man Smooth P, right? Nah. But they be on there, you know, and think they can, you know, I can handle any type of hurt. No woman can hurt me. No woman could do this to me. Blah, 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 whatever. And it's not really like that. We hurt too.
Facts.
Emotionally, physically, whatever. But the question is true or false? True or false, P? Real talk. Can men handle the same hurt they give a woman? Question for y'all.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. About to get real. Click share. We're going to talk about this. I want y'all honest opinion. Can men handle the same hurt they give a woman?
I guess it depends on what we're speaking about when we say that.
Woman, okay. All right. You cheat on your woman. You messed up. You know it was wrong. You want her to forgive you. You want her to take you back. All right, but she's hurt. She's damaged. You messed her up. But she gets through it. She gets through the hurt, through the pain. Either just let you go, or she takes you back.
Gotcha.
You know, and she bounces back. Can you handle it the same if your woman cheated on you? And would you take her back?
How could I say this? I think for the most part, and we actually got a caller. You want to take the caller first? Let's take the caller first.
No.
I think for the most part, most men, when it comes down to cheating, feels like how can I say it? It's a little different. It's a little different for men and women, because as men and women, I guess some people say men cheat for one reason, women cheat for another reason. Like for a woman, for a lot of men to cheat is just like, oh, she's bad, blah blah blah. You know, they cheat just for the hunt, I guess, or whatever, or for a notch or whatever you want to call her, just because she was bad, and you know, so it's not necessarily anything emotional involved in it. Most of the time when men cheat, it's more just a physical thing than anything else. But when a woman cheats on her man, it's usually emotions involved in it. Let's finish the call, and then I'll finish my statement. Let's take the call.
All right, caller from the 201. State your name, where you calling from. You're on the Man Cave Morning / Afternoon Show. What's up? Caller 201.
Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Hello to the entire Man Cave Show.
Good morning.
This is Remuta. How's everybody doing?
Hey, Remuta. How you doing?
We're blessed.
I'm okay. Can't complain. Off today.
Nice.
Getting some rest.
Nice. Get
but
that
to
rest.
your question,
Yes.
I feel that men have double standards. You could do things it's okay when a female does it. She's a whore, she's a slut, she's this, she's dirty, she's all that. So, my opinion, a man cannot take it. You could give it, but you can't take it. That's how I feel.
Really?
But I have much love for my brothers. I love you guys from here to the end of the moon and back.
We love you too. No doubt, no doubt. Now, okay. So you feel as though we can't take it the same. So
yes.
Okay. All right. And you know what? I'm gonna have to agree. I'm gonna have to agree because I've seen how some men react once they've been cheated on, and I've seen how some women react. Now, it's a hurtful thing either side.
Yeah.
But
Either way, right.
I think more women are able to bounce back and endure it more so than a man, because a man also has his ego involved.
But
a man's ego gets really involved when he feels as though another man has been with his woman.
Yes.
And so
exactly.
Right. And so a man starts to feel like he's not he's inadequate, and he's not able. When a man feels as though he's not able to be in charge and he loses that control, because that's enough. Cheating is, if a man gets cheated on, that's like losing control too.
Right.
So that's why I think men, to me, they hurt even more when they've been cheated on.
But you know what? I partly agree and I partly don't, because women, we do everything hard. You know, we love hard, we give hard, we play hard, we work hard. So God made us more emotional, you know, having more deeper feelings than a man. I honestly think so. So real women, when maybe I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Real women, when we're in relationships and marriages and things of that nature, if it's anything that's missing in your husband or in your man, your boyfriend, whatever you call it, you should sit down and talk about it. You know, you don't invite third parties in, because that's, you know, that's when all the headaches come true, because people are miserable, people are lonely, people marriages fail, people relationships fail. So of course they're gonna say, "Oh yeah, Norm, go on out there with so and so. Boy, she bad." You know, of course, because they want to mess up your home because their home is not messed up. So I believe communication, being honest, you know, sitting down, because maybe it is something, you know, that either part's not doing that you like or she like or somebody likes, and if you talk about it, you know, and you could add that into, you know, your marriage or your relationship. It's all communication, you know. We all don't know everything in life. Some people think that they know it all. No, we're all grown, but we're still learning every day. But if it's something, you know, that you might want or you might want to go, you sit down with your partner and discuss it, and you come to, you know, to an final answer, decision, meeting ground. You know, look, let's do this and see how this turned out. I think talking to your mate is the best thing.
Yes.
And praying, those that pray together stay together. I'm a strong believer of that.
I agree. Wow, thanks for moving.
Definitely appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
All right, love you. Take care. All right.
All right, love you too.
Well, I was going to say, let me finish my point real quick. What I was going to say is too. So I feel as though, you know, and to answer your question, I think for the majority, most men can't take it, but I'm going to, like I was explaining why. I think a woman, like you said, is more easier to bounce back from it because of the fact that they also realize that men don't necessarily act out of emotions. Like I said, it's more of a physical thing most of the time, and women know that. So even though they might not like that, and they might like, well, what does she have that I don't that made him want to go do that? You know, they understand it's not necessarily an emotional connection, it's more of a physical connection. Now, on the other hand, when it comes down to women and cheating, most women are not going to take it to that level with the man unless they do have some kind of emotional connection. Most women are not going to just let any old random dude enter inside of her and be physical and intimate with her if she doesn't have some type of emotional connection. And I think that's why it's harder for a man, because the man feels like, oh wow, you sat there and built a whole nother relationship where oh, I was just trying to hit it. You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to hit it, but you building a relationship, and I think that's
that
where
emotional attachment.
Exactly. That's where most men can't take it, because you do have to understand though that you reap what you sow. If that is the man that you are, that you feel like you want to go step out on your woman, you got to realize that while you out there doing it, she could be out there doing it too. Women ain't stupid, and when they do it, they like she just said, they do it.
True indeed. So here it is. Here it is. True or false? There may be some people agree, some people disagree. Either way, that's how you feel. True or false? Men can handle the same hurt they give a woman. Is that true or false? Men can handle the same hurt they give a woman.
When it comes to that, I would say most men know.
Phone lines are open. Call in 646-233-1302. Caller from the 908. Be quick. Let's go. Men can handle the same hurt they give a woman. True or false?
Wait, be quick, you said? I'm sorry, we were breaking up.
No, go ahead.
Be quick?
Go ahead. On the topic.
All right, so real quick, I just the lady that called in. Yo, black women are the hottest commodity that we have. Mary J is the perfect example of that.
Right.
And what I want to say is a woman can hurt a man, because when a woman cheats, like it's like a woman saying to a man, that's not your kid. There's no comeback from that. A man could never capture that. So I'm gonna get off the phone right now. Because you told me to be quick.
No, go ahead. No, make your point.
That's not a debate.
No.
Because I had some things because I thought the caller was right. Oh, and the double standard thing.
Okay.
Brothers, big up brothers that get a lot of pussy. I'm sorry if that's not allowed to be said. But women call each other hoes. But brothers don't call each other hoes.
Right.
They the man. Women could be the man too. If they like it, they like it.
Right.
Go get it. Tell me about it. But it's not a double standard. Because it's a double standard because they calling themselves that. It's not a double standard because we don't call ourselves that. They call us that. So, but men will be hurt more than women easily.
Respect.
Because a woman cheating 18 years, it's not yours.
Wow.
Done with that. We can't reproduce. Those are our queens. They are the beasts. So I'm sorry. I was trying to be quick. Like I wrote it down.
You're good. I wrote it
down. Nah. But listen. No, we appreciate everything you said. No, the only reason we said be quick because we got to slide on to the next thing, and we got more calls that we're not that are coming through. But,
no doubt. I know I'm rambling on.
But
get off and keep watching. We love you, fellas.
We appreciate you.
No
doubt. Let's read some comments from the chat and everything. Man, y'all are off the hook today. Yeah. Shout out to Phyllis said false. Men can't handle the same hurt. And Phyllis said, caller, go ahead. And then Jill said false. Nobody. Okay. All right. And Ramu said, apologizing for talking long. No, you wasn't. You wasn't. You good. You good. That's what the show is for.
Yeah.
That's what the show is for. If we got to keep it moving, we'll let you know.
Yeah.
No doubt. And Phil said, Smooth B, you just said a mouthful. And Mimi said, love you back. Talking to Phyllis. All right. So now let's move ahead. Let me go into YouTube real quick. And shout out to Mayor McDuff. All solid points. And then Mayor McDuff said that's not a crock. And then something I think somebody said, he said that's a crock.
Oh. Okay.
And then Ryan said women bounce back because they've been cheating the whole time anyway.
Wow.
Is this the truth?
Hey,
women bounce back because they've been cheating the whole time anyway.
Exactly. They had their second boo boo.
And they do it better.
Yeah.
They do. Chance said off his phone, due to disrespectful messages and irresponsible use of social media, parents need to wake up. Just because anybody else is doing it don't mean you need to. If 1,000 people going right, maybe you should go left. I think that was about the other topic.
Yeah, about the challenge.
No doubt. And then Jules C said it comes down to ego. The ego of a man is incredibly fragile. The ego of a man is incredibly fragile. He's right.
Yeah.
He's right.
For certain things.
No. When it comes to the two, and even with the comparisons, a woman's ego and a man's ego,
yeah,
ours are more fragile. Ours are more fragile.
Yeah.
Now, I think another question, I guess we could say this for another show. Who has more insecurity issues, men or women?
Definitely women. But there are a lot of insecure men out there now.
Who has more insecurity issues, men or women?
Definitely women.
We'll say that for another time.
We'll say that for
another time. Let me read some more comments, and then we're going to slide on to the next thing. Timothy Beverly said the pain is equal. In this count, magnified, the men negatively greater than the women. Okay, Raymond Boone. We can't take that ish. No doubt. We can't. We think we built for it. But we're not. Let me read some more comments. I'm gonna get to y'all in 1 second. Let's see here. All right, so we're gonna move on. Now here's the second thing, man. I want to move on and I want to get this in because I'm looking at the time. So the second thing is I want to talk about is, do you think you're a strong person? Do you think you're a strong person, P?
Definitely, I'm a strong person.
Most of y'all probably think y'all strong. So we're going to talk about this subject because a lot of y'all think y'all strong, and maybe you're not as strong as you think you are. And the reason why I'm talking about this, because this one person where I actually got the topic from was like, yo, I can handle this. Ain't nothing you could throw at me that I can't handle. This and this and that. I live my life on a daily basis as a strong, independent type person and blah, 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 blah. And I was listening to it, and I'm sitting there and I was listening to the person. I'm like, okay. I mean, if it's good to think that highly of yourself.
Yeah. Well, you should. Everybody should think highly of themselves.
But a lot of times when people feel
realistic.
that strong about themselves, when they get by themselves, they're bawling. They're bawling and they're crying.
Cry when they get to the car,
and they hurt. Yes, and they hurt. And it all comes out. And a lot of times we got to put up this facade around people all the time. And some of y'all may not really be built like that. That's all I'm going to say. So I got some things, and we're going to test y'all right now. See if this is you. I want y'all to be honest with yourselves on this one. I'm going to be honest with me.
Yeah, and I haven't seen this list yet either. So.
Yeah, so you be honest with you, P?
Yes.
All right.
Of course.
All right, no doubt. So let me try to make it where y'all can at least see it. And I put it in here. All right. So we're going to go over this list. We're going to test y'all's strength real quick, all right? So right now I got 13 things mentally strong people don't do. So this is what mentally strong people don't do. All right. So number one, they don't waste time feeling sorry for themselves. You don't do that.
Nope.
All right. So mentally strong people don't sit around feeling sorry about the circumstances or how others have treated them. Instead, they take responsibility for their role in life and understand that life isn't always easy or fair. So a mentally strong person doesn't waste time feeling sorry for themselves. All right. Number two. Okay, so I could say I don't do number one.
Okay.
All right. Number two, they don't give away their power. Do you give away your power?
No, sir.
All right. They don't allow others to control them, and they don't give someone else power over them. They don't say things like, my boss makes me feel bad, because they understand that they are in control over their own emotions and they have a choice in how they respond.
That's a fact.
All right. So, okay. So that's something you don't do.
Never.
All right. So we're talking about things that a mentally strong person doesn't do. So if you do one or two, you may not be as strong as you think.
Well, definitely, if you do one or two, you're not mentally strong.
Yeah, you're not as strong as you think.
You're not strong at all.
All right, so we want you to keep it real with yourself. All right, and if somebody is guilty of doing some of these things, be honest. Let us know or call in, talk about it. Maybe this could help somebody. All right, so again, we're talking about 13 things mentally strong people don't do. 3 and 4. 3 is they don't shy away from change. Do you shy away from change?
Nope.
Are you afraid of change?
Nope.
Me neither. I may not necessarily like change.
Yeah, you might not like it, but
you don't shy away from it.
Change is necessary. If you don't have change in your life, that means you're not evolving. So change means growth.
All right. So mentally strong people don't try to avoid change.
Nope.
Instead, they welcome positive change and are willing to be flexible. They understand that change is inevitable and believe in their abilities to adapt.
Yeah, you clap that up.
All right. So now 3, like I said, I may not necessarily like change, but I know this is a part of life. Change is a part of life.
Change, yeah.
And number four, and then we're going to talk to the people before we read the other ones. Number 4, and we're talking about things that mentally strong people don't do. All right, so they don't waste. A mentally strong person doesn't waste energy on things they can't control. A mentally strong person does not waste energy on things they can't control. All right, so before, and callers, hold on while I'm going through this. You won't hear a mentally strong person complaining over lost luggage or traffic jams. Instead, they focus on what they can control in their lives. They recognize that sometimes the only thing they can control is their attitude. Now, P,
I was about to say I don't know.
Let's black out.
No. I don't waste energy on things I can't control. I do not. But I do get upset if you lost my luggage. I can't control it, but I am gonna be mad because that's my stuff. Traffic jams, same thing. I get upset. I do get upset because I like to move. That don't mean that I'm wasting energy over something that I can't control. That's not really wasting energy. I think those were bad. Those were bad examples.
I don't know. No, because listen,
I don't know anybody who wouldn't be upset
but
if they're at the airport and their luggage was lost.
Harp on it, bro.
No, I'm not.
There are people that harp on it and will not let it go.
Yeah.
And at some point, things happen to you. You got to let it go, and you got to move on. You got to move on. Let me try to take this call. Caller from the 208. State your name where you calling from. You're on the Man Cave Morning / Afternoon Show. Welcome. What's up?
Caller from the 208.
Hello?
Hey, Jesse.
Hey, it's me, Jesse. How are you guys?
We're good. How you been, Jesse?
You good. I didn't recognize the voice, but go ahead, man. You're in your man cave doing what? What's up?
Well, I'm not in a man, so I moved in with a new girl. She's kind of big and strong and tough sort of girl. So she says, "Hey, Jesse, you can't have a man cave," but she lets me have this man bunker, and it's underneath the house. It doesn't have any windows or anything like that, and she gives me a tray of food 2 times a day. So I'm doing a lot better, boys.
Thanks, man. We glad you're doing better. Thanks for calling in.
Talk to you soon, fellas.
Thank you, Jesse.
Crazy.
Jesse is fun.
I don't know where he be calling from.
Jesse did that. He said she let me have a man bunker. Well, at least he'll survive off of those 2 meals a day, right?
All right. If you're just joining us, we're talking about 13 things mentally strong people don't do. And we're talking about this because a lot of people think they're this and they're strong and, you can't crack them, you can't break them, but they're not as strong as they think they are. And going to that one before we go into the next one. That number 4, though, they don't waste energy on things they can't control. A lot of people do waste a lot of energy on things.
I agree.
They can't control,
exactly.
And they let it fester. And it brings them down. Hopefully, y'all could be honest with these things. All right. So number 5, when we're talking about 13 things mentally strong people don't do. All right. You know where you at? BKS1 Radio, Man Cave Morning Show. Do I got the same one in there? Yes, I do. Or do I don't? No. Okay. Yeah, I do. Number 5. All right. So number 5, they don't worry about pleasing everyone.
You know you ain't gonna ask me that.
Yeah. P, do you worry about pleasing everyone?
And that's a real.
I guess I'm strong as hell.
That's the last thing on my list of doing is making sure I please everyone. Listen.
All right.
Most people aren't that important. I hate to say it, but listen.
A mentally strong person recognizes that they don't need to please everyone all the time. They're not afraid to say or speak up when necessary. Listen, you hear that?
Yeah.
They're not afraid to say or speak up when necessary. They strive to be kind and fair, but can handle other people being upset if they don't make them happy.
Clap that up, because that's a fact.
Some people will neglect their own happiness
to
just please somebody else.
Which is
now,
crazy.
I'm not saying like so much in a serious relationship with her, because certain things you compromise.
Yeah,
you
that's
compromise.
different. Yeah,
but
it says everyone.
Yes.
Select people. Will I worry about pleasing?
Absolutely.
Definitely. Select
Absolutely.
people. Yeah,
absolutely. And number 6 is they don't fear. A mentally strong person doesn't fear taking calculated risk. Do you fear taking risks?
Nope.
Yeah, so far I'm all right. So far I'm doing good. They don't fear taking calculated risks. They don't take reckless or foolish risks, but don't mind taking calculated risks. Mentally strong people spend time weighing the risks and benefits before making a big decision. And they're fully informed of the potential downsides before they take action. All right, so you hear that? Mentally strong people spend time weighing the risks and benefits before making a big decision, and they're fully informed of the potential downsides before they take action.
Yeah.
All right, let's see where we at.
You'll get nowhere in life if you don't take risks.
No doubt. Let's read some comments. Shout out to everybody on checking. I want to see where everybody's at. Let's see. 5 is me. I'm very strong with that. Don't worry about pleasing everyone. Ramu said you can't make everyone happy. Oh well. Tavis Keats said New World Order. Smooth P, you know Jesse's voice. Yeah, I didn't know it. And then Ramu laughing at Man Bunker. No doubt. And number 4, Phyllis said number 4, I'm guilty sometimes. See, that's transparency.
Yeah.
You being honest with yourself. At least you know. Jill Williams Foster, the word control is key. That will keep you strong, period. No doubt. Let's clap that up. I'm loving this, man, because it's just things like this that we do.
It gets to help people.
Yeah, self-evaluation.
Self-evaluation is everything.
Self-evaluation. Yeah. Again, if you're just joining us, we're talking about 13 things mentally strong people don't do. Don't do. So we testing your mental strength here. And let's see. So we did number, 7 and 8. 7 and 8. A mentally strong person does not dwell on the past. A mentally strong person does not dwell on the past. Okay, mentally strong people don't waste time dwelling on the past and wishing things could be different. They acknowledge their past and can say what they have learned from it.
Exactly.
However, they don't constantly relive bad experiences or fantasize about the glory days. I know a lot of people that fantasize about the glory days, man.
Yeah.
Instead, they live for the present and plan for the future.
Yeah.
Instead, they live for the present and plan for the future. Some people will dwell on the past. Oh, I remember I used to do this. Me and my boys used to hang and do this.
Well, so on the other spectrum too, the bad stuff, like dwelling on it, like that to me is worse.
Some people will let their past destroy their future.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a fact.
So if you're holding on to something, I know. Listen, guys, I know some things are harder than others. I get that, but if you're holding on to something and it's still affecting your growth today, if you're holding on to something that happened to you a long time ago, or a bad experience that happened a long time ago, and you're letting it affect your growth today, maybe it's time to try to move on from that, or seek some help so you can move on from that.
Sometimes you need help.
Yeah. Like sometimes we have to learn to push it away, let it go. I know it sounds easy, let it go and let God, but I mean, there's certain things I couldn't hold on, even like career-wise. With certain things, when people did something wrong to me, and they became big stars or whatever, or celebrities, whatever, based on my help, and they never came back and was like, "Hey, pulling you in" or whatever. You know, I used to let that burn me up. I used to let that eat me up inside. I'm bitter. I'm like, "Oh, I'm not doing this again. I'm not doing that. Whatever." And I realized one day when I woke up, it was hurting me. I was letting it affect my growth. With all the talent, with the God-given talent that I had, I was letting it affect my growth. And I said, wait a minute, the only way I can grow is if I move this thing that's blocking, you know,
Your blessings.
blocking my blessings. And what was blocking my blessings, because I was still holding on to something that happened a long time ago and blaming everybody else for it, right? And so, you know, letting go is a positive thing.
Yeah.
Holding on to your past, I know it's not easy to let go, but sometimes, you know, you never forget.
Yeah, exactly. Never forget.
But you got to forgive
Exactly.
and move on.
Yeah.
All right. So just, you know, try to work with that. If that one resonates with you, that one we just read, hopefully you can move past something that you dealt with and, you know, grow.
Yep.
Grow. Change your life for the better. Number 8, they don't make the same mistakes over and over. A mentally strong person doesn't make the same mistakes over and over. How long you going to keep doing the same old stupid stuff?
And wonder why
All
you're
right?
getting the same outcome.
No doubt. So if you just join us, we're talking about things mentally strong people don't do. All right. They don't make the same mistakes over and over. Mentally strong people accept responsibility for their behavior and learn from their past mistakes. As a result, they don't keep repeating those mistakes over and over. Instead, they move on and make better decisions in their future. How many times you going to keep going back to the same dude that did you wrong once? Okay, so everybody deserves a second chance. Gave him that second chance, messed up, did you wrong again, whatever. Now it becomes your fault.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now it becomes your fault.
Yeah.
How many times are you going to keep
Must
going
keep
back to that
accepting the
same
thing.
dead end job
That you know.
whatever?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I've been working here for 50 years. You know, I'm still not happy with this.
I'm gonna leave one day.
I'm gonna leave one day. I'm gonna leave one day, whatever like that. You're doing it to yourself. You're doing it to yourself. You know, or if somebody keeps stealing from you, how many times are you gonna let them steal from you? They stole from you once, so you know you got to watch your
stuff
around them,
Yeah.
right? And then you bring them back. Oh, come on. I'm giving people the benefit of the doubt, and they steal from you again. That third time is on you. It's
Heck,
on
the
you.
second time was on you.
Yeah.
Third time is definitely on you.
Yeah, but how many times you know you're going to keep repeating the same mistakes over and over again? You know, somebody tell you don't drive down that road.
You go anywhere.
There's quicksand.
Yeah.
And you drive down that road first and you fall into the quicksand, somebody pulls you out. You drive down that road again, that's your own damn
sinking.
fault.
Yeah.
All
See you at the bottom.
Yeah, no doubt. Shout out to everybody on checking. Let's see. Douglas C. James said, number 8, if it's not the same person and you change, she might have liked who I was. Gangstar, X to the next. Jill Williams Foster, and they apologized for their bad mistake that they made to people and themselves. Okay. DT said it's called
Habitual offender.
Habitual offender. That you love doing to make you happy. Okay, Dee Dee Graham said, hopefully people learn from the mistakes and move forward without repeating. And then Phyllis Woodbury said, number 7, sometimes I go there.
But I snap out of it.
But I snap out of it. Okay. All right. Yeah, so we getting to the close. We getting to the close. And hopefully y'all being honest with this. Shout out to Mayor McDeff. 7 got over this one. Check 8. Jules C said number 5. Hell no. And then yeah, I'm loving y'all interaction, man, everywhere. What number we on, P? 9.
9 now.
All right, number 9. If you're just joining us, we're talking about 13 things mentally strong people don't do, because a lot of y'all think y'all strong and all this, whatever like that. You know, you may not be as strong as you think you are. Number 9 is all right. Number 9, they don't resent other people's success. A mentally strong person, you know, welcomes other people's success. So if you have a problem with other people's success, you may not be as strong as you think you are, and you may be dealing with some insecurity issues. All right, let's check number 9. Be honest with yourself. Is this you? Other people around you are succeeding. You're not succeeding. So you're mad because you're not at a place in your life
exactly
where you want to be at. So you hating on everybody else's success. All right. And I didn't even read what it says yet, but that's just something I could relate to that. Mentally strong people can appreciate and celebrate other people's success in life. They don't grow jealous or feel cheated when others surpass them. Instead, they recognize that success comes with hard work, and they are willing to work hard for their own chance at success. If number 9 is you, are you resenting other people's success? You may not be as strong as you think you are. All right, we're going to take this call. Caller from the 908. State your name when you're calling from. You're on the Man Cave Morning/Afternoon Show. What's up?
Good morning, family. How are you?
Hey, good morning. How you doing? Good morning.
This is your sister family. Hello, everybody listening. I am calling because I realize this could be any one of us at any point in time. That's number 1. If we recognize it, to me, that's being strong. Being strong is admitting that you can have relapses, and it won't be that way all the time.
Right.
That's good mental health.
Yes.
Because thinking you're strong, to me, all the time, it's gonna come out and manifest itself in different ways.
Yes.
That's not being strong. That's really not thinking things through.
Yes.
And I'm glad to say that I'm growing each day. And thank y'all for all that y'all do. Y'all have a great day.
Thank you.
We appreciate you.
Stay blessed. We appreciate you.
All right, family. One love.
One love. Wow. Deep. Real talk.
Yeah.
That's real talk right there. So again, if you're joining us, we're talking about, we're having this conversation because a lot of people think they're mentally and emotionally sound, they're strong or whatever. They don't have no breaking points or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got this Superman complex, and you may not be as strong as you think you are. All right. So right now we're talking about 13 things mentally strong people don't do. And we're on number 10. Number 10, they don't give up after the first failure. Hear that? They don't give up after the first failure. Oh, I guess I am stronger now because I don't believe in giving up.
Nah, man.
Okay, it says
failure's not an option.
Yes, not an option. Mentally strong people don't view failure as a reason to give up. Instead, they use failure as an opportunity to grow and improve. They are willing to keep trying until they get it right. Wow. They are willing to keep trying until they get it right.
See, what a lot of people don't even understand about, if you want to call it failure, all failure really is, and people usually take failure negatively instead of positively. Only thing that failure is a blueprint of what not to do to get to the goal that you're trying to get to. If you tried this and this didn't get you, if you tried this from point A to get to point B and it didn't work, then you know that's one thing you mark off your list. So then you try a new point A to get to point B until point A and point B merge and meet. So that's all failure. Like, failure should always be motivation. It shouldn't be like, oh man, I'm horrible, I suck, like, I know this is never gonna happen. I knew I wasn't no good. Like, no, like, that's just self-pity and violent and self-pity. Failure should always be looked at as a positive thing. It's like, okay, I got you. So that's the way not to do this. I know. I can say that even in relationships and marriage. Like, I have a failed first marriage, right? So what did I do with that failed first marriage? I took the information that I had of things that we as a couple did that worked, and what we as a couple did and didn't work, and said, hey, listen, I know I gotta not try to do these things here, and I gotta build upon these things here and put more on this side. So that works in all facets of your life when it comes down to failure. All failure is a blueprint to what not to do and to change up.
Right. No doubt. Let's clap that up. Shout out to everybody on the check-in. Again, if you're just joining us, we're discussing 13 things mentally strong people don't do. You know, a lot of people, they're not as strong as they think they are. All right, so do you think you're a strong person mentally? I want to ask that question. I guarantee most people will say, yes, I am. Maybe you're not.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take another call. Caller from the 973. State your name when you're calling from. You're on the Man Cave Morning / Afternoon Show. What's up, caller?
This is Jill Foster. Good afternoon, everyone.
Hey, Jill Foster.
I am calling in because this topic on strength is perfect. I'm enjoying it. But my thought about being a strong person, that I don't believe that there's one that exists perfectly. I believe that our mistakes and our indiscretions and all of those types of things enhances our strength if we check ourselves and correct ourselves in it. But I think we all fall short in those areas from time to time. But your strength comes from learning from that, seeing, you check yourself. You say, I shouldn't deal with it this way. You kind of like tap yourself on the shoulder, I know that's what happens with me. You shared about how you felt, and how you used to get mad about individuals not, pulling you up when they're going to another stage. Well, that happens, but you checked yourself, and that you were causing your own weakness within yourself.
Absolutely.
You can't think about others.
Indeed.
You need to celebrate them.
Jill, we appreciate you sharing that and calling in. You're absolutely right. Nobody is perfectly that perfect where they're strong 100% of the time.
Absolutely not.
But there are people that actually think they are, but they're not.
Right. Exactly.
No doubt.
I agree with that.
Thank you for calling in.
All right.
Thanks
for taking my call. Have a good afternoon.
We appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Shout out to Jill that called in. You're 100% right, Jill. We appreciate you calling in on the Man Cave Morning Show. And again, if you're just joining us, we're talking about 13 things that mentally strong people don't do. And we're on number 11. 11. Check this one out. A mentally strong person, they don't fear alone time.
Wow, that's deep.
Some people fear alone time.
Wow.
There are some people that do whatever they can
to never be alone. That somebody always got to be around them, man. Listen, before you even read it, I could tell you, I revel for a long time. I love that time that I could be in my house by myself, no lights on, no TV on, no radio on, just me and my thought. Like I love that because I am such a busy person and I have such a busy household that we always got so much going on that there is a rarity when I am home by myself. And I love it. Like, there's nothing better to me. Not that I don't love time with my wife and my family, but I love that time where I could just have me by myself because I'm spread so thin. I give me to so many other people that I need me to myself sometimes. And we can read that.
No doubt. Let me clap that up.
Man.
Let me clap that up. Yeah, I mean, alone time is good. And it's funny, man. Even like, let me tell you, I don't have to do anything. I could just sit in a chair, whatever, with a ginger ale in my hand or whatever, and do nothing and just think and just meditate. And it's funny, people laugh. I seen Russell Simmons actually put up a post or whatever with him live, and he was just sitting meditating, legs folded, crossed, and hands, just meditating. And
best thing ever.
And he's so healthy, he's so physically fit and everything. Is because he doesn't let stress get to him, and that alone time should be to alleviate the stress.
Exactly.
All right, so number 11 says they don't fear alone time. All right, mentally strong people can tolerate being alone, and they don't fear silence. They aren't afraid to be alone with their thoughts, and they can use downtime to be productive.
Exactly.
They enjoy their own company and aren't dependent on others for companionship. And and entertainment all of the time, but instead can be happy alone. I am an Aquarius, people. And you want to know anything about an Aquarius, we love alone time, right? I love the companionship, you know what I'm saying, of my wife, my partner, my friends, and everything like that. But when we're alone, we're good with it.
Yeah, man.
We're good either way.
I'm a Capricorn, so I don't know about other guys. I know this one's good with it.
We're good either way. Because you know what? Somebody said this to me years ago, and I think it was Johnny Gill's cousin. Shout out to Kenesha Gill. Kenesha said to me years ago, I remember, I'm calling you out, I'm saying names, but she was like, every time I see you, you're working. You're always around people. You're in the studio like every time. This is when I was a recording studio rat. Always writing, always making beats, always working with somebody, blah, 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 blah. And then when you're not doing that, you're at a function, you're at a party, blah, 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 blah. She said, are you afraid to be alone?
Wow.
You know, she was like, what is it that you're running from when you always feel you got to be around people
in a part of something.
or in a part of something? What is it that you're running from?
Wow.
And that was a deep question. That was a deep question. And I was like, man, you know what? I never really just made time for me. And you know me years, man.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm like, damn, I never really just made time for me. And I know it started bugging people out when they started seeing me go on vacations and trips, whatever. So I have to say this about my wife. She became the balance in my life. You know, Norm, there's other things besides the mixing board.
Yeah.
All right? There's other things beside this. You can still do it, but you have to find balance.
You have to find balance.
And people don't realize how important balance is. I know y'all like, shut the hell up. You don't know what you're talking about. Trust me, I do. It was a skill I learned eventually, finally learned in my latter years in my life, was finding balance. I can still do this and be good at it, and I can still have a personal life and be good at it.
Yeah, exactly.
It takes practice too to be good at your personal life.
That is a fact. Yes. Yep.
People don't realize that. Some people suck at trying to handle and run their personal life.
That is a fact. So so many people's lives are in shambles.
Yeah.
But you're right. It's not a laughing situation, but I'm saying that is why, because it does take managing, and that's the problem with us as a people today. We're so busy. We're so engulfed in any and everything except for ourselves. That's why we're not healthy. That's why we're not in shape. That's why we don't eat right. That's why we don't sleep enough. We don't this, we don't that. Because we're so engulfed in doing that we don't take out the time for ourselves and to clear our minds and to clear our bodies to be able to reboot, to do these things. Like, everybody needs to understand that everyone needs some alone time. You need wind down time.
Absolutely.
Period.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Need to reboot.
And let's deal with these last ones. And shout out to everybody on the check-in. And make sure,
appreciate you guys.
Yeah, make sure no matter what platform you're listening to us on, click the share button. Just take 2 seconds. Click the share button. Share it out. So some people need to hear this information, and if it helps just one person,
exactly,
then
we did our job.
Then we did our job. Because even though this is an entertainment platform, we want to entertain, but at the same time, we want to provide some type of information and some type of education. All right. So shout out to everybody that's been on checking today, man. This is BKS1 Radio, the Man Cave Morning Show. We got number what? Number.
They were going to 12 and
13. Yes, 12 and 13. 13 things mentally strong people don't do. This is what mentally strong people don't do. A mentally strong person does not feel the world owes them anything. A mentally strong person does not feel the world owes them anything. And we're going to read this, but I just want to give a big shout out to Amy Morin. All right, she's a psychotherapist. All right, psychology instructor, keynote speaker, and the author of the best-selling book 13 Things Mentally Strong People Don't Do.
I like that.
And so this is where the information
came from.
Yeah, is coming from and everything. So we ain't just spewing it out in the dirt. Now, so number 12 is they don't feel the world owes them anything. Okay, a mentally strong person doesn't feel entitled to things in life. There's some people that do feel entitled.
Lots of people.
You know what I'm saying? A mentally strong person. Okay, they weren't born with a mental mentality that others would take care of them, or that the world must give them something instead. They look for opportunities based on their own merits. Y'all hear that? A mentally strong person don't feel entitled to things in life. They weren't born with the mentality that others would take care of them, or that the world must give them something instead. They look for opportunities based on their own merits.
All I can say is, while number 12 is huge, because we've been raising generations of children to be just the opposite of that. That they do feel that the world owes them everything, and the world should give them everything, and they shouldn't have to work hard because everything should be easy, and the world should be fair. And we're raising a whole generation of people who are going to be really awakened when they have to go out into the real world and realize that life doesn't work that way.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Phyllis said, "I love me time."
Yeah,
no doubt. Shout out to Barb. Barb said, "Balance is a must for me. Otherwise, people and things will suck the life out of you as long as you keep giving." Yeah, that's true indeed. Ingrid Judge said, "People are groomed into entitlement."
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
People are groomed into entitlement. That's deep.
Yeah, let's clap that up.
That's deep. That's deep. And so we're on what now?
The last and final.
The last and final one. Last and final. A mentally strong person doesn't expect immediate results. A mentally strong person doesn't expect immediate results. Let's break this down. Whether they are working on improving their health or getting a new business off the ground, mentally strong people don't expect immediate results. Instead, they apply their skills and time to the best of their ability and understand that real change takes time. Y'all heard that last part? They apply their skills and time to the best of their ability and understand that real change takes time. Wow.
Once again, working against our youth because they're in the microwave world.
Yes, I was about to say the same thing.
They want everything now. Why can't I have it now? What do you mean I got to do this and I got to do that? But I want it now. Why can't I get it? And it's serious.
How many times we seen people or some young person walk in here, and they walk in here one day, and maybe we let them sit behind with us one time, and they're like, okay, so where's my stardom? Where's my fame? Where's this? Where's that? Well, I'm like, looking at them like, so you just want it all.
We're going to go meet this person. We're going to go meet that person.
Yeah, you just want it all, and you're not really trying to put no work in, huh? You just want somebody to hand you whatever. You want somebody to hand you the keys, huh? Without putting in no work. I see it all the time in this business, man.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't feel bad when I get certain rewards or when certain things positive happens where I don't feel a certain type of way because I know I put in work.
Exactly.
I put in. Nobody can ever tell me, Norm, you didn't put in no work.
Yeah.
Nobody can say that to me because I know I put in work. I work hard at what I do, whatever. And there are people that just expect it.
Like now.
Yesterday. Now, right? So again, a mentally strong person, don't think like that. All right? Hopefully, man, this hit somebody. Hopefully it touched the nerve. We talked about a couple different things today and certain different topics. We will be back tomorrow on the Man Cave Morning / Afternoon Show. Don't forget, listen, if you're in the Jersey, New York area, whatever you want to ride up this Friday, your boy, DJ Storm Norm, I'm rocking out on the ones and twos. You know me, I keep it grown and sexy. I'm going to be playing everything from the classics to the current. All right, it's going down TGI Fridays in Piscataway, New Jersey. That's 1315 Centennial Avenue. It's our Friday night live. It's Friday night live now at the Piscataway. TGI Fridays starts promptly 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. That's the happy hour time. It's the happy hour mix. You know what I'm saying? Where the drink specials are nice and cheap. The appetizers, the food, nice and cheap and everything. Paying good prices to have fun, listen to music, get your little dance on, coming out with your girls' night, your boys' night, couples' night, whatever. But come on out and just have a good time when we're rocking out on the ones and twos. I'll be rocking with my girl DJ KT. Will be rocking with me, DJ KT from the Owl Show. She'll be assisting me that day and rocking out with me. Shout out to Apollo DJ Jess. He'll be coming through and everything. But it's going to be a good time, man. This Friday, come on out and just have a good time. Sit down, have a drink, whatever. I may have some T-shirts this Friday. I just talked to my man last night, so I may have some T-shirts to give away. But come on out. We're going to have a good time, man. Grooving to some good music. I'm going to take y'all back to the front. Back to the front. We're going to be rocking out, having a good time. TGI Fridays, Piscataway. It's Friday Night Live, and the music is powered by WBKS1.com. And my man, DJ Smooth P.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, we're going to have a good time, man. So come on out and enjoy yourself.
Yes,
guys.
y'all. You know we
no
do.
doubt, no
You know
doubt,
we do.
no doubt. We appreciate y'all, man. We appreciate y'all. Don't forget, from 7 to 8 p.m. is the Let's Talk About It show.
Yes.
So make sure y'all tune in for that.
Yes,
and then later on tonight will be the Storm Warning Show with me and your girl Hurricane Kiss from the R&B group Allure.
I might slide through tonight.
Yes, that'll be 10 p.m. Tonight. Just rock out, man. Keep rocking out with BKS1 Radio. And please, remember, once our show go off, it's the music app is always popping, man.
Yeah, man. Go listen.
The TuneIn app and the website, WBKS1.com. You can listen to your 24-hour music just like any other station. Whatever, ain't no different, just a little bit better. You don't hear the same 20 songs every day. All right, we switch it up, no doubt. And stay tuned 5 to 6. You got my man Apollo DJ Jess. He's rocking out with the After Work Mix today, 5 to 6 p.m. All right, on none other than BKS1 Radio. There's always something going down. We appreciate you guys. And
Man,
remember,
listen.
yes,
It's never about us, man.
it's never about us. It's always about you. Because what? You are the next best kept secret. No doubt, no doubt. And look, we love y'all, man.
And there's nothing y'all can do about it.
Not a damn thing.
Sorry.
Peace and blessings, man. Hope y'all enjoyed the show. Share it out.